Imagine that everything around us, the universe, energy, and even ourselves, is not separate from God, but rather part of Him. This is the surprising view of Walter Russell, which leads us to reconsider the traditional notion of a distant creator. Russell presents a revolutionary idea. The creator is the universe itself, and everything that exists is an expression of this divine force. Prepare to explore a new perspective, where every thought and every living being participates in a universal creative process. Walter Russell offers a radical and innovative vision of the creator and the universe, where both are not distinct entities, but inseparable aspects of a single reality. Unlike the traditional concept of a God who creates the universe from the outside, Russell proposes that the creator is the universe itself. This means that all creation is a direct manifestation of the universal mind, and everything that exists is part of this divine and creative entity. He challenges the conventional idea that the creator is an isolated force, distant from its creation. For him, the creator is not only responsible for everything that exists, but is present in every particle and phenomenon of the universe. This suggests a constant and active presence of God in all aspects of life, from the grandest cosmic events to the smallest details of daily life. This concept removes the division between the sacred and the mundane, as everything in the universe is seen as a divine expression. By understanding that the creator and creation are one, reality takes on a new meaning. Matter, energy, and living beings are understood as facets of a single ongoing creative process, where there is no separation between the spiritual and the physical. The impact of this vision is profound, as it changes the way humans relate to the divine and the universe itself. Instead of seeking an external, distant, and unreachable God, Russell invites people to recognize the divine in all things, including within themselves. This approach brings us closer to the idea that we are co-creators, participants in the divine process that governs the cosmos. The unification of the creator with the universe also leads to a new understanding of the purpose of life. If everything is a manifestation of the universal mind, then the existence of each being has a role in this creative process. Life ceases to be something separate from divinity and becomes a direct expression of the creator in an eternal cycle of creation and transformation. This view of Russell transforms not only theology, but also science and philosophy, as it unites concepts that are often considered opposites. The creator and the creation, spirit and matter, the finite and the infinite, are all interconnected in his philosophy. The universal mind, or the creator, is in constant creation and evolution, and the universe is the living manifestation of this ongoing creation. Walter Russell asserts that the human mind is a direct extension of the universal mind. This means that just as the universal mind has the power to create the universe and everything within it, the human mind also possesses creative capabilities. This view places us in a position of great power and responsibility, as according to Russell, we are co-creators of our own reality. The idea that the human mind shares the potential of the universal mind completely alters our perception of ourselves. The human mind, according to Russell, is not limited to its own individual thoughts and perceptions. It is part of something much larger and more vast, the universal mind. Therefore, when we think, we are using the creative power of the universal mind. This concept suggests that human thought has immense power. Our thoughts are not mere abstract ideas, but energies that shape reality. When we think, we are participating in the creative process that forms the universe. This places humanity at the center of the cosmic scheme, with the ability to directly influence creation. Russell teaches that by recognizing this connection between the human mind and the universal mind, we can unlock the creative potential within us. By using the mind consciously and intentionally, we have the power to shape our lives and the world around us. This concept resonates with many spiritual traditions, but Russell situates it within a scientific and philosophical context. Moreover, the idea that the human mind is an extension of the universal mind implies that there are no limits to what we can achieve. If the universal mind is infinite and possesses all knowledge and power, then we, as parts of this mind, also have access to this knowledge and power. What we need to do is learn how to access and use this potential effectively. Finally, the concept that the human mind is an extension of the universal mind leads us to a more integrated view of life. This means that we are connected to all other minds and forms of life in the universe. This interconnection reminds us of our responsibility to use our thoughts and actions to promote harmony and balance, both in our personal lives and in the world at large. For Walter Russell, light is much more than a simple physical manifestation that we can see and feel. He defines it as the fundamental substance of the universe, the basis of all creation. In Russell's view, light is the essence of the universal mind and the substance through which the Creator manifests all things. It not only illuminates the physical world, but also serves as a medium for the universal thinking mind to create and transform the cosmos. Light, according to Russell, is both physical and metaphysical. It is the source of all energy and matter, but it is also the vehicle through which the universal mind expresses its thoughts. This concept suggests that light is a kind of creative force, present in all things, and capable of being used to manifest physical reality and enhance the human condition. He asserts that light can be used by humans to perfect their bodies and minds. By aligning with light, we can access the creative power of the universal mind and transform our lives. Russell believed that by understanding and using the power of light, we could reach higher levels of consciousness and achieve a state of physical and spiritual perfection. For Russell, light is not just a natural force, but a symbol of spiritual and mental power. It represents the unity between the spiritual and the material, as it is the substance from which all forms are created. In his philosophy, light is the link that connects the universal mind to the physical world, allowing ideas to take shape and manifest in matter. By emphasizing the importance of light, Russell invites his readers to reconsider the role light plays in their lives, not just as a source of physical illumination, but as a creative force that can be used to achieve greater understanding and personal transformation. He suggests that by learning to harness light, humans can reach a state of fulfillment and harmony with the universe. This concept of light as a universal substance also suggests an interconnection between all forms of life and matter. If everything is made of light, then all things share a common essence. This reinforces Russell's view that the universe is an interconnected system, where every being and particle is in communion through the divine light that permeates everything. Walter Russell and Nikola Tesla had a fascinating relationship, based on the exchange of ideas and innovative discoveries. Both were visionary minds, concerned with exploring the deepest mysteries of the universe. Tesla, one of the most influential inventors in history, saw in Russell a kindred spirit, capable of understanding the complexities of energy and creation in a unique way. In one of their conversations, Russell presented Tesla with some of his boldest ideas about the structure of the universe and the nature of energy. Tesla, impressed by the depth of Russell's insights, reportedly told him, "Hide this information for 1,000 years, until humanity is ready for it." This recommendation reflects Tesla's respect for Russell, as well as the transformative impact of the ideas he was developing. This interaction between two great thinkers is significant because it highlights the depth and impact of both of their discoveries. While Tesla was ahead of his time in the fields of electricity and magnetism, Russell was exploring the subtler dimensions of the mind and creation. Together, they shared the view that humanity was not yet ready to fully understand the universe's secrets. This relationship also suggests that certain truths and discoveries need to be revealed at the right time. By advising Russell to hide his discoveries, Tesla acknowledged that humanity was not yet prepared to absorb and use these ideas responsibly. This raises questions about the progress of science and knowledge. When and how should certain information be shared with the world? For Russell, this exchange of ideas with Tesla likely confirmed the validity of his perceptions and encouraged him to continue developing his philosophy, even though his discoveries were seen as too radical for his time. The connection between the two suggests a continuity in scientific and philosophical thought, where great minds influence each other, paving the way for new understandings. As we reflect on this relationship, we can see how both of their legacies continue to influence modern thought. Tesla is widely recognized for his scientific contributions, while Russell's work, though less known, is beginning to gain recognition for its innovative and integrative approach to science, philosophy, and spirituality. The friendship between the two is a testament to how great minds can come together to explore the boundaries of the unknown. Walter Russell presents the idea that the universe is in a constant state of creation, challenging the traditional view that creation was a singular, past event. In his philosophy, the universe was not only created, but is continuously being created and recreated in a dynamic and eternal process. This suggests that the Creator is always active, manifesting new forms and energies in a constant cycle of birth, transformation, and renewal. For Russell, the universe is an eternal expression of the universal mind's desire to manifest. Each thought, Each idea, generated by the universal mind, translates into a new form of life or structure in the cosmos. This process of creation has neither beginning nor end, but occurs in an infinite cycle of manifestation and dissolution. This vision emphasizes the fluid and ever-evolving nature of existence, where nothing remains static. This concept invites us to reconsider the notion of time. If the universe is constantly being created, time, as we understand it, linear and finite, becomes irrelevant. Creation did not occur at a specific point in the past, but is happening at every moment. Each second is an opportunity for the Creator to manifest new ideas and forms. This means that we live in a dynamic universe, where the future is being created in real time, in an endless cosmic dance. Additionally, the idea of continuous creation suggests that all forms and beings we see around us are in a constant process of evolution. Nothing is permanent or static. This implies that the universe is a masterpiece in continuous development, with each new moment bringing new possibilities for growth and transformation. By adopting this view, we can see our own lives as part of a larger cosmic process where we are constantly evolving and changing. Another fundamental aspect of this idea is that the Creator is not separate from His creation. Russell insists that the Creator is deeply connected to the universe and, therefore, to the process of creation. This means that every new form or being that emerges in the universe is an extension of the Creator Himself and is thus sacred. This understanding can lead us to a deeper appreciation of the world around us, seeing it as part of a divine and eternal process. Finally, this vision of continuous creation challenges the idea that there is an endpoint in the universe or an evolution. Instead, Russell suggests that the universe is always growing, always expanding in new directions. This infinite cycle of creation and recreation implies that life, knowledge, and consciousness are on a never-ending journey of discovery and manifestation. In this way, we are all part of a great creative process that never ceases, contributing our thoughts and actions to the evolution of the cosmos. Walter Russell introduces the idea of the cosmic pendulum as a metaphor for the continuous cycle of creation and destruction in the universe. This pendulum is not physical, but a symbolic representation of the dynamic forces that govern the cosmos. It swings continuously between two opposite poles, symbolizing the movement between creation and dissolution, contraction and expansion. Russell describes this movement as occurring in octaves, with each complete cycle passing through 10 stages of manifestation. Each swing of the cosmic pendulum represents a phase of the creative process. In one part of the cycle, energy is concentrated, forming structures and shapes. In the next phase, this energy is released and dissipated, leading to the dissolution of those forms. This does not mean destruction in a negative sense, but rather a return to the fundamental state of matter, from which new creations can arise. This eternal cycle of creation and destruction maintains balance in the universe and ensures its constant renewal. The 10 octaves, mentioned by Russell, symbolize the stages through which energy passes during its oscillation. Each octave represents a level of vibration or frequency, suggesting that energy manifests in different ways as it moves through these stages. At the height of the octaves, energy is highly concentrated and manifests in tangible material forms. At the bottom, the energy is dispersed, representing unmanifested potential, ready to be recreated. The concept of the cosmic pendulum also brings the idea of rhythm and periodicity in the universe. Just as a pendulum swings back and forth in a steady rhythm, the universe follows a rhythmic pattern in its cycle of creation. This implies that time and change are not chaotic, but follow an intrinsic order and pattern, guided by immutable cosmic laws. This universal rhythm governs everything, from the formation of galaxies to the life cycles of living beings. The notion that every point in the universe is the center of the universe is also linked to the concept of the cosmic pendulum. Each point, no matter how small, is in sync with the pendulum's movement and the oscillations of the octaves. This suggests a profound interconnectedness between all things, where movement in one part of the universe affects the whole. The universe, then, is a harmonious system where each element is in constant motion and interaction with the others. Finally, this idea of the cosmic pendulum offers a new way of understanding energy and creation. Instead of a static universe, where things simply exist, Russell presents us with a living and dynamic cosmos, where everything is in constant flux and transformation. This continuous movement not only ensures the continuity of creation, but also reminds us that everything is interconnected and that change is an essential part of life and existence. For Walter Russell, the universe is kept in balance by two opposing yet complementary forces: centrifugal force and centripetal force. Centrifugal force is expansive and dispersive, pushing matter outward in all directions. Centripetal force, on the other hand, is contractive and attractive, pulling matter back to the center. These two forces are in constant interaction, and it is from this interaction that the universe's harmony and balance emerge. Centrifugal force is responsible for the expansion of the universe. It is the force that causes galaxies to move away from each other and allows energy and matter to disperse. This force ensures that the universe does not collapse in on itself, allowing for the continuous creation of new forms and structures. However, this expansion does not happen in an uncontrolled way, as it is balanced by centripetal force. Centripetal force, in turn, acts in the opposite direction, concentrating matter and energy at specific points. It is the force that creates stars, planets, and solar systems, attracting matter back to the center to form dense and organized structures. Without this force, the universe would be a chaotic sea of scattered particles. Centripetal force ensures that matter is organized into cohesive and structured forms, allowing for life and order. These two forces do not oppose each other in the sense of canceling each other out, but instead complement each other, with each playing a vital role in the balance of the cosmos. Centrifugal force allows for expansion and dispersion, while centripetal force ensures concentration and organization. Together, they create a continuous cycle of expansion and contraction, ensuring that the universe is in constant motion and transformation. The balance between these forces is what allows the universe to function harmoniously. Without centrifugal force, the universe would collapse into a single point. Without centripetal force, the universe would disperse into isolated particles, unable to form any meaningful structure. The interaction of these forces ensures that the universe is both expansive and organized, allowing for the continuous creation and evolution of forms. This balance also reflects Russell's view that the universe is governed by immutable and harmonious laws. Everything in the cosmos, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, is subject to these forces and interacts with them in precise ways. This creates a cosmic dance of creation and organization, where energy and matter are in constant flux, but always within the boundaries established by these two fundamental forces. Russell advocates a deeply unifying vision of the universe, in which everything is interconnected, and nothing exists in isolation. He asserts that each point in the universe contains the whole, and the whole is present in every point. This concept can be compared to a holographic view of the cosmos, where each part reflects the totality of the universe, and each being or object is an expression of this unity. This vision of interconnectedness suggests that everything in the universe is fundamentally linked. Nothing exists separately or independently. This implies that what happens in one part of the universe affects all other parts, even if imperceptibly. In practical terms, this means that every action, thought, or event resonates throughout the cosmos, contributing to the balance or imbalance of the whole. For Russell, this unity is not only a characteristic of the physical universe, but also of the universal mind. The universal mind is an indivisible entity, and all thoughts and ideas that arise from it are interconnected. This means that, just as on the physical level, on the mental and spiritual level, all beings share a deep connection. Every human mind is part of the universal mind, and this interconnection allows all beings to share the same creative power. This principle of unity has profound philosophical and spiritual implications. If everything is interconnected, then the separation we perceive in the world is an illusion. The barriers we create between ourselves, between different people, cultures, or even between humanity and nature, are artificial constructs that obscure the true nature of the universe. Russell's vision invites us to overcome this illusion of separation and recognize our interdependence with everything that exists. This interconnectedness also suggests that the universe operates like a great organism, where each part plays an essential role. Just as in a body, where each cell contributes to the well-being of the whole, each being in the universe plays a function that maintains the balance and harmony of the cosmos. This understanding can lead to a new appreciation of the role of each individual, not as an isolated entity, but as an integral part of a vast cosmic web. Finally, the principle of interconnectedness also reminds us of the importance of our actions and thoughts. If everything is connected, then every thought we have, every action we take, affects the universe as a whole. This idea of cosmic responsibility is central to Russell's philosophy and suggests that by acting consciously and harmoniously, we can contribute to the balance and evolution of the universe as a whole. Walter Russell highlights the deep relationship between thought and the human body, suggesting that the physical body is a direct manifestation of the mind's thoughts. In his philosophy, thought is the creative force behind all physical reality, including the shape and state of the human body. This means that what we think directly affects our health, vitality, and appearance, revealing the interconnection between mind and matter. For him, the human body is not a separate or independent entity, but rather a product of the thinking mind. Everything that happens in the body, from cellular function to overall health, is the result of the thought patterns we maintain throughout life. This suggests that by changing our thoughts, we can directly influence our physical and mental condition, promoting health and well-being, or, conversely, disease and imbalance. This concept goes beyond a simple connection between mind and body. For Russell, the body is an extension of the universal mind, and when we tune our thoughts to the universal principles of harmony, we can manifest a healthier and more balanced body. This places great responsibility on each individual, as it means we are largely responsible for our own health and well-being, depending on the quality of our thoughts. Positive and constructive thinking, according to Russell, has the power to heal and regenerate the body, while negative or destructive thinking can bring disharmony and illness. This view echoes many spiritual healing traditions, but Russell grounds it in a cosmic philosophy that sees thought as a universal creative energy. Our thoughts are dynamic forces that shape not only our mental experience, but also our physical reality. Russell suggests that by controlling and disciplining our thoughts, we can achieve a healthier and more balanced life. This involves not only changing the content of our thoughts, but also learning to think consciously and deliberately, in tune with universal principles. When our thoughts are aligned with the harmony of the universe, our body responds positively, regenerating and balancing itself naturally. This understanding of thought as a creative force places humans in the role of co-creators of their own realities. The body, as an extension of the mind, reflects the quality of the thoughts we hold. Therefore, by nurturing healthy, positive, and harmonious thoughts, we create a physical reality that reflects that harmony. Russell's philosophy offers a deeply empowering perspective, where the human mind has the potential to directly influence its own physical condition. For Walter Russell, creation is not an isolated event, but a dynamic and continuous process that involves both the creation and dissolution of forms and energies. In his view, the universe is in constant transformation, with cycles of creation, destruction, and renewal. This process is fundamental to the evolution of the cosmos and to the balance of the forces that govern it. Creation and dissolution are two sides of the same phenomenon, ensuring the perpetuation and dynamism of existence. Creation, according to Russell, arises from the universal mind's desire to manifest its ideas. The universal mind, through thought, creates forms and energies that become the physical realities we observe in the world. However, these forms are not permanent. They exist in a cycle of transformation, where energy is continually reorganized and recycled to give rise to new forms and experiences. This cycle of creation and dissolution is essential to the vitality of the universe. The process of dissolution is just as important as creation. For new forms and energies to arise, the old ones must be dissolved and transformed. This cycle of creation and dissolution maintains balance in the universe, allowing new forms of life and creative expression to continue to emerge. Without dissolution, the universe would become static and devoid of innovation and evolution. Thus, destruction is not seen as something negative, but as a necessary part of the cosmic cycle. Russell also explains that the energy involved in creation is never lost. When a form is dissolved, the energy that composed it returns to the primordial state, from which it can be used to create new forms. This reflects the principle of conservation of energy, which is central to both science and spiritual philosophy. Matter and energy are in a constant state of flux and transformation, ensuring that nothing in the universe is truly destroyed, only transformed. The cycle of creation and dissolution is not just physical, but also spiritual and mental. Our ideas, thoughts, and beliefs also go through this cycle, where old thought patterns are dissolved to make way for new ideas and understandings. This process is part of personal growth and evolution, where we are constantly recreating our internal and external reality as we gain new experiences and insights. By understanding this dynamic process, we can begin to see life in a new way. Instead of fearing change or destruction, we can understand these phenomena as natural parts of the cycle of creation and renewal. Just as the universe is in constant transformation, our lives also follow this flow. Accepting this process allows us to flow with life more harmoniously, knowing that every end is simply the beginning of something new. One of Walter Russell's boldest concepts is the idea that the mind is a material substance. This means that the mind is not just an abstraction or immaterial phenomenon, but a real and tangible entity that serves as the foundation for all creation in the universe. For him, the universal mind is the source from which all things emerge. This view challenges the traditional division between mind and matter, suggesting that both are, in fact, manifestations of the same primordial substance. By asserting that the mind is a substance, Russell suggests that thought has a concrete and palpable existence. This means that thoughts are not merely internal mental processes, but real entities that affect the world around us. Every thought generates a form or effect, shaping physical reality. In this way, the mind acts as the raw material from which all creation is generated. This concept also implies that the mind is not limited to the brain or the human body. The universal mind permeates the entire cosmos, being the substance that sustains and connects all things. Our thoughts, then, are part of a larger process of creation, where the universal mind is constantly manifesting new forms and energies. This places the human mind at the center of the universe's creative process, suggesting that our minds have the power to influence reality in profound ways. Russell also suggests that the universal mind is infinite and eternal. Unlike physical matter, which transforms and dissolves, the mind remains constant and unchanging. It is the foundation of all existence, and everything we see in the universe is a temporary manifestation of this immaterial substance. This gives us a new perspective on the nature of the universe and creation, where the mind is the eternal source of all matter and energy. The idea that the mind is a substance also suggests that there is continuity between the spiritual and the physical. Instead of seeing spirit and matter as separate things, Russell unifies them into a concept of material mind. This opens the possibility that, by working with our thoughts, we are directly influencing matter and the physical world. This concept reinforces the idea that thought is a creative force with the power to shape reality in tangible ways. Finally, this view places the mind as the true building block of the universe. Everything that exists, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, is a manifestation of mental substance. This unification of mind and matter leads us to a more holistic view of the universe, where everything is connected through the creative thought of the universal mind. This also invites us to see our own minds as part of this process, recognizing the power and responsibility we have in shaping our reality. The universal mind, according to Walter Russell, is omniscient and omnipotent. This means that it possesses all the knowledge and power necessary to create and sustain the universe. The universal mind is the source of all things, and nothing exists outside of its knowledge or control. For Russell, this omnipotence and omniscience are not abstract concepts, but are directly expressed through the continuous process of creation and manifestation in the cosmos. The omniscience of the universal mind implies that all knowledge already exists within it. All natural laws, all wisdom, and all understanding about the universe are present in the universal mind. This means that the Creator does not need to learn or discover new information, as everything is already contained within this mind. When we think, we are accessing a fraction of this universal knowledge, using it to shape our own reality and understand the world around us. Similarly, the omnipotence of the universal mind suggests that it has the power to create anything without limitations. However, this omnipotence is governed by natural laws that ensure balance and harmony in the universe. Although the universal mind has the power to create infinitely, it does so in an orderly manner and in tune with the immutable laws of the cosmos. This ensures that creation happens in a balanced way, without chaos or disorder. Russell also emphasizes that although the universal mind is omnipotent, its power is finite within the limits of natural laws. This means that while it can create whatever it wishes, it does so within the parameters established by the laws of the universe. This reflects a balanced view of omnipotence, where creative power is vast, but also self-controlled and oriented toward harmony. This understanding also highlights the importance of order in the universe, where everything functions according to a divine plan. The omniscience and omnipotence of the universal mind also have important implications for humanity. If we are extensions of this mind, then we also have access to this knowledge and power on a smaller scale. This means that by tuning our minds to the universal mind, we can access infinite wisdom and power. This concept reinforces the idea that humans have the potential to co-create with the universe, actively participating in the creative process. Finally, the omnipotence and omniscience of the universal mind reveal an intrinsically intelligent and ordered universe. Nothing is random or accidental, as everything occurs within a divine plan guided by the universal mind. This understanding invites us to trust in the cosmic process, recognizing that we are living in a conscious universe where every part plays a role in the manifestation of the whole. By understanding this, we can align our lives with this universal flow of knowledge and power, living more harmoniously and meaningfully.